Shabbat Shalom, everyone. How are you? Today's Torah portion is called Vayetzei, and it begins in Genesis chapter 28:10. And it starts with Jacob left Beersheba and set out for Haran. When he reached a certain place, he stopped for the night because the sun had set. Taking one of the stones there, he put it under his head and lay down to sleep. He took a stone and he lay down on it like the stone was his pillow. Does that look comfortable? It doesn't feel very comfortable. Why on earth do you think he had a stone for a pillow? Did you know that there was a rock in the wilderness that followed the Israelites? And what did they get from the rock? That's right, they got water. And Yeshua says, He is the rock. He is the stone. And what does Yeshua give us? Living waters. That's right. So everything about what happened with Jacob tells us about Yeshua. He is laying his mind to rest on Yeshua. So the rock in real life might not be very comfortable. But when we think about Yeshua and we rest our minds in him, then we are comforted. And while he was sleeping there, he had a dream. He had a dream in which he saw a stairway resting on the earth with its top reaching to heaven, and the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. There above it stood the Lord, and he said, I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham and the God of Isaac. I will give you and your descendants the land on which you are lying. Your descendants will be like the dust of the earth, and you will spread out to the west and to the east, to the north and to the south. All peoples on earth will be blessed through you and your offspring. I am with you, and I will watch over you wherever you go, and I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. Isn't that amazing? So do you remember that God made a covenant with Abraham? Yes. And who was Abraham's son? Isaac, that's right. And then who were Isaac's sons? Jacob and Esau, that's right. So God renews his covenant with Jacob. He says, I am the God of your fathers, Abraham, Isaac. So Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are called the patriarchs. And then we see in the rest of the Torah portion, the 12 tribes of Israel are started from Jacob. He goes and meets Rachel and falls in love, but then Rachel's father Laban tricks him and he has to marry Leah first. And then Leah and Rachel get into a battle having children for Jacob. Rachel can't have any children, so she gives Jacob one of her maidservants, and he has children with her. And then Leah stops having children and gives Jacob her maidservant. So it's like this whole battle. So there's Team Green and there's Team Red. Team Green is Leah's team, and she has Reuben and Simon and Levi and Judah and Issachar and Zebulun, and then a daughter named Dinah. And Team Red, Rachel has Joseph, and then later in chapter 35 we see that she has Benjamin too. Well, Rachel gives Jacob Bilhah, and she has Dan and Naphtali. Leah gives Jacob Zilpah, and she has Gad and Asher. So we have Team Green and Team Red in battle to see who can have the most sons for Jacob. And what's really cool is that God builds the 12 tribes of Israel from Jacob's 12 sons. So who are the patriarchs? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob had 12 sons. And from the 12 sons come the 12 tribes of Israel. Shabbat Shalom.